He's dead. Do you know that?
That would make sense why he hasn't responded back to our notices.
Do your discovery first before you go into a sales call. Hey everybody, welcome back to Sales Expert Reacts To. Today we're going to be watching Sales Fails. So I'm sure there's going to be a lot of really successful sales calls in this bundle that we get to react to. And I'm excited to see how it goes. All right, let's do this thing.
All right, going to be giving Jacob a call. He's got a Ford Focus coming in for service. Let's see what we can do.
All right, car sales, it's tough.
Hello.
Hello, is this Jacob?
Yeah, who's this?
Hi, Jacob. My name is James. I'm calling from Champion Ford and area. How are you doing today?
I'm good. What's up?
So I'm over here on the sales side of things here at Champion.
Oh, great.
Oh, great. Tough.
Well, I saw.
What are you trying to do? Sell me a car?
Well, man, I was sort of just going to propose something to you. If I could just take about 20 seconds of your time.
I'll keep playing, but I would be like, yeah, I mean, you nailed it. 100%. I am trying to sell you a car, and here's why. And lay into it. He's trying to kind of go back to script. We're going to see how this goes.
All right, make it quick.
So I saw that you were coming in for service tomorrow for your 2017 Ford Focus. I was curious, if we gave you the right number on that Focus, would you look into trading it in?
Nah, I'm good.
Okay. Is there anything that you would need in order to, get a new vehicle?
No, not really. I don't really like all the bullshit I gotta go through to get a new vehicle, you know?
Yeah.
Too long, man.
It's not, me, is it?
I mean, kinda. You sound like a little
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, man, when you come in for service tomorrow, I'd love to meet you and at least get your car appraised, and then that way, at least you know what you're working with in terms of a value standpoint.
Yeah, I think I'm good, bro.
Okay, no worries, man. I completely understand.
You sound like an order taker. You might as well work at McDonald's.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, man. Well,
Can I get a soda fry? Head ass.
Alright, man, well, I hope everything works out in the future for you. If there's anything I can help you with. If there's anything I can help you with in the future, don't hesitate to let me know, okay? I'm here to help.
Alright, deuces, bro.
Alright, have a good rest of your day, man.
Poor kid. All right, let's tackle the first thing first. You've got a customer it's going to be a difficult sell, right? I mean, car sales is a tough business. But this is typically a failure to break from script. So you've got a script that someone's given you as a trainee in sales. And that script is a great starting point for starting a conversation. What happens right away is you notice the guy's not responding as the script says they're typically going to respond. You have a value proposition, hey, like what would it take for you to trade in your car today? And the person is not responding like, well, I'd have to consider, like, I don't know, what do you have on lot? What kind of car? Like the person breaks immediately, like, nah, not interested. At that point, you're like, okay, I want to try and establish some rapport. How do you establish a rapport with a guy who's talking like this? Well, it isn't by coming back to kind of a corporate-y. I would just like to find out if you would like to trade in your car for a more amenable solution that would be that's obviously not going to land with this dude. Like, look at the language he's using. That's not this guy. So if you can't adjust your tone and your ability to kind of pitch to what that guy's going to respond to, none of this is going to work. But let's say you're able to do that. First thing you're going to want to do then is you're going to want to be able to establish, like, what are the benefits for getting a new car? Well, really, it's going to be, are there some pain points with the old car? Like, he's coming in for a service, right? That means something's going wrong with that car, or at least, like, could potentially go wrong. So a great starting point might be like, hey, I know you keep getting this thing serviced, like, at a certain point, that's probably the cost is adding up. Like, is there anything else you're unhappy with the car? Like, is it running okay? Like, that kind of stuff. If you can establish some pain they're experiencing with that car, well, now you're leading them to the decision they might want to buy a new car and trade that in, as opposed to trying to push it on them. He's like, what can we do to get you to trade in that car? Well, it's going to be too difficult. No, it's not. It's not going to be too difficult. I mean, it's just like you're pushing so hard at a person who's expressed no interest or pain point or any reason why they might want to switch themselves. You're trying to just force them to do it because you want them to do it. And so what does that end up with? The guy I just like, you sound like an order taker at McDonald's. Of course he does, because he's just sticking to this monotonous script that doesn't fit the cadence or the tone or the language that the prospect is using. It's a hilarious call, though. I gotta be honest. I mean, the calls. Jeff. I'm with you, buddy. I feel you.
How's it going?
What's
Just
up?
making sure I'm in the right place. Is this still the residence?
Yes?
Perfect. I'm following up on a notice that was sent out to... Did you get a chance to read?
First thing you'll notice, door to door, extremely hard. You want to talk about hard? Door to door is hard. Not making eye contact for the first several minutes or so of this video, which is not good. You get a person that actually comes to the door and he's looking down at his pad. We're gonna see how this goes.
Respond back to the notices?
He's dead. Do you know that?
That would make sense why he hasn't responded back to our notices.
Do your discovery first before you go into a sales
How's it
call.
going, sir? Doing good. I'll be super quick. I'm just going around taking care of like 17, 18 of your neighbors today, taking care of all the bugs. You guys got like a pest control company?
We do.
Yeah? Who do you guys got?
We've always had one.
Yeah? Who you guys got coming out?
I don't know. My wife handles it, but we've had one since we moved
Yeah? How long you guys been in the area for?
here. Oh, about 5 years.
5 years?
Yeah.
Gotcha. So you don't know who's coming out for you?
Nope.
Do you know, let me ask you this, do you know, have you ever been here for their services? Kind of.
That's good. So he's got a competitor, but clearly the guy doesn't have any kind of like loyalty to the competitor. He doesn't even know who the competitor is, right? That's good.
See what they do?
I travel.
You travel?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you do for a living? I'm just, no, out of my curiosity. I mean, you got a really nice house.
You know you're not supposed to solicit in here, right?
Even if you have a permit for it?
Even if you have a permit.
What's the First Amendment?
What's the First Amendment?
First
of what?
Amendment. Oh God, this is gonna go sideways.
First Amendment Constitution.
One, that you're gonna ask these stupid ass questions.
Well, I'm allowed to solicit. That's
No, you're not.
I have a permit.
Not in this homeowner association rules says there's no solicit.
I have a permit for it, though.
Doesn't matter if you got a permit. Let me see your permit.
I'm gonna pull it up on. Well, this is part of it.
Oh, see, now all of a sudden, Mr. Legal, ask me about Constitution. You don't have your permit?
Well,
let me see your permit.
This is public property.
Let
Isn't
me
it?
see your permit. This is a private subdivision.
Private subdivision. Huh?
It is a private subdivision.
This isn't like a public road,
It is a no. These are all private roads.
so I can't come in here like period.
Not unless you get approved from the homeowners association.
Because we've been working in this area for the past like week, taking care of
Illegal.
the neighbors.
My wife's the president of the homeowners association.
Yeah, is she home?
Oh no.
Can I talk to her?
Fuck no, man. You asking some stupid questions.
Well, she's the
So
president.
now, I'm.
I respect the follow through, at least try to talk to her, but we've gone so far from what he came to talk to the guy about pest control. We are just off in the wilderness now having a battle about the First Amendment and his right to basically solicit for commercial purposes on private residential lawn. This is
I'm asking you to leave.
I'm not gonna leave, sir. I'm allowed to be here.
You know what?
You can call the cops if you want. I mean, I have a
I could
permit.
do more than call cops.
Like
I
what?
don't know who the you talking to, man. Come on, dog.
I'm talking to the guy who doesn't know anything about what's going on in his home.
Look here, boy. Let me tell you something. You're messing with a grown ass man. You know that?
No, sir.
You realize that?
If you're gonna physically
Don't let
threaten
this
me
fool
right
you,
now-
man. Don't let this fool you at all.
Are you threatening me?
You don't know who the you talking to.
Are you
oh God. We're so far from a sale. This is
Threatening me
insane.
Hey, boy, let me tell you something.
All right. Are you threatening me?
You don't know who the you talking to.
What's your name?
And I need to let you know.
Oh, that's so bad. That's so bad. I don't know what to say to that. Like, keep in mind, like, if you're in sales, you're gonna deal with angry, pissed off customers all the time. To follow them down into the mud and wrestle with them in the mud about whatever it is, constitutional right to solicit business on a private property, whatever it is, like, you're not getting anywhere. You're in this job to make money, right? That's your whole purpose. And the way you make money is by providing a service that people want and are willing to pay you for. If they don't want the service, fine. Find someone else that wants the service. Trying to getting into a physical fight with somebody because they don't want you on their property, you're not making a sale. We're not even anywhere close to making a sale. And you could be making a sale with someone else who actually could use your services. What are you doing, man? What are you doing? All right, we got an unbreakable TV. He's trying to sell it. Let's see this. He knows how to throw a punch. But you want a bit of advice. Knocking on something, very different from actually pivoting your rear foot and throwing the weight of your body into a punch. That guy knew how to throw a punch. The TV did not know how to take that punch. Your product's gonna fail. Okay, let's back up for a minute, beyond the silly example. Your products are gonna have issues. They're gonna have bugs, they're gonna have stuff like that. At the end of the day though, like the fundamental promise of the thing you're offering, it needs to at least live up to that. If you're promising the TV's unbreakable, then it better be damn near unbreakable. If you promise that your platform is going to allow you to make 10 calls for every one that a competitor makes, like Kixie, then guess what? You better be able to make 10 calls for every one a competitor makes. You fail to even do that basic kind of stuff, there is no sales acumen that's going to save that. You know what I mean? All right, car sales again. Going into this, here we go. Same setup as the first time, right? We got a guy who's bringing his car in for service probably, and we got a salesman who's going to try and convert this, old car that needs repairs potentially into a new car sale. Let's see how this one goes.
Hello, is this Robert?
Yeah, who's this?
This is Justin with Champion Ford in Erie. I seen you had a service appointment coming up, and I just had a couple questions I wanted to run by you.
Yeah. What kind of questions you got?
Well, I see you have a 2013 Ford Fusion coming in. Looks like it's getting some brake work done too.
Brake work? Car needs repairs?
Just wondering if maybe we brought it in here, got an appraisal on it, made sure all the numbers matched up, and we found you a monthly payment that you'd be comfortable with if you...
Again, what's confusing to me, and we'll see how this plays out, is why the first question isn't, how is that car running for you? Or are there any problems with that car? Or like establishing some pain point to lean on? Like, is there a reason that person might want a new car right now before launching into the pitch? We're going to see. Maybe he comes back around.
Think about trading it in at all.
Are you a salesman?
Yeah.
Dude, can you guys stop calling me? Like, listen, I don't want to trade my car in. I don't want anything to do with what you're trying to get. I'm fine with what I have, okay?
Okay, well, I was just trying to save you...
Yeah, but I don't care, so bye.
Okay.
That did not go that well, did it? Again, if you haven't established a need for the product you're selling, it's going to be really hard to sell that product, man. So the very first thing you want to do, if you know there might be a pain point, is coming in for brake work. Say, man, that sucks. Like, have you been having brake problems for a while? That sounds kind of dangerous. Does that make you a little worried driving the car? Any other problems with the car? See if there's a need there for the product. And if there is, lean on that. And if there isn't, you can at least avoid an embarrassing video that makes it onto YouTube, and as someone like me, make a bunch of comments about it because of how bad a fail it was. Anyway, if you loved watching this video, I really enjoyed doing it. I bet these are hilarious. I'm sure I'll be doing more in the future. And in general, if you want to just geek out on videos like this, you can subscribe below. We do them all the time. We also do some deep dives into telephony and dialing and texting stuff. Super like geeky, hardcore, salesy tech stuff. But it all should be extremely beneficial to anyone out there who's trying to make calls like this and don't want them to fail like this. We'd love to help. And if you want to try out a product, in this case, Kixie, that allows you to do a lot of advanced stuff so that you can sell more deals, connect with more prospects, not bungle a sales call like this, all you gotta do is go to Kixie.com, sign up for a free 7-day trial, and a real life salesperson who does not sound anything like this will jump on a call and help you out.